Welcome back sa aking channel. Narito na naman tayo para sa pinakabagong balita mula sa mundo ng politika. Bagong halal sa Senate President Vicente Tito Sotto III ang muling umupo sa pwesto matapos makakuha ng sapat na boto upang mapatalsik si Francis Escudero. Ayon sa mga ulat, naganap ang botohan sa loob ng Senado matapos sa isang linggong usapan at alyansang nabuo sa pagitan ng mga senador. Ang pagbabalik ni Sotto sa liderato ay tila nagbigay ng panibagong direksyon sa Senado kung saan layunin nilang pag-ibayuhin ang pagtutulungan at transparency ng pamahalaan. Sa kanyang unang pahayag bilang bagong halal na Senate President, sinabi ni Sotto na ang kanyang panungkulan ay nagkatuon sa pagsulong ng mga batas na makakatulong sa ekonomiya, edukasyon at kaligtasan ng mamamayan. Binigyang diin niya na wala siyang balak makipag-away o magpadala sa politika, pagkus sa itutuon niya ang Senado sa mga isyong tunay na may kinalaman sa kapakanan ng bansa. Dagdag pa niya, panahon na upang unahin ang serbisyong publiko kaysa pansariling interes. Samantalang sinabi ng kampo ni Francis Escudero na iginagalang nila ang desisyon ng mayorya at handa silang makapagtulungan sa bagong liderato. Sa kabila ng pagbabago na nanatiling pag-asa ng publiko na sa ilalim ng pamumunin ni Sotto ay mas magiging matatag at protektibo tapat ang Senado sa kanyang tungkulin. Marami ang umaasa na ang pagbalik ni Sotto ay maghahatid ng mas maayos na direksyon para sa mga panukalang batas at sa buong sambayanan ng Pilipino. Kaya manatili kayong nakatutok dito sa akin channel sa bawat pag-ikot ng kaganapan. Kami ang iyong magiging sandigan sa walang kinikilingang impormasyon. Huwag kalimutan i-like, i-share at i-subscribe para laging updated sa mainit na balita mula sa mundo ng politika.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Karen.
Okay.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, first of all, congratulations. Can you take us behind the scenes? How did it happen? How did you suddenly become the new Senate President? People felt that was so sudden. Anong nangyari po, sir?
Perhaps the best, really the best persons to ask why this came about is Senator Lacson, Senator Subiri, Senator Hotiveros, and Senator Ligarda. They were my colleagues in the so-called minority mythical pipe, sabi nila, parang basketball team, you know. But let me put it this way. Siguro, this will be a good chance for some of our leaders in the Senate or former leaders in the Senate to face or look at the allegations being hurled against them without having the Senate in the fray. Right? Ibig sabihin, pagka ganun kasi at the moment, kaya nung pinag-uusapan naming lima yan, we were thinking of the reputation of the Senate. Kung pintasan yung mga leaders namin, kung pintasan Senado eh. The Senate is ganito, the Senate is like that, So I think that was a trigger, and it will give a good chance to our leaders to address these allegations.
But then you got 15 votes, no? And there are articles that say who voted for you. It's not out in the open, but at some point, you're bound to know who's in the majority. Why did some of those who voted for Senator Escudero as Senate President, they voted for you? Bam Aquino, Kiko Pangilinan, may iba rin na bumoto pero ang nangyari, they voted for you, the Tulfos. How did that happen? What was the deciding factor? What convinced them?
Just about a few days ago, or 1 or 2 days ago, before yesterday, we started talking. And my group, the former minority group, started talking to some of them also. And so we, most of us, if not all of the 15 in the, it could be 16 later, no? Most of us look at the Senate as losing it's a losing battle. Parang lahat ng aligasyon na binabato sa kahit isa lang sa amin, parang yung Senado ang natatamaan. So, we all wanted to preserve the integrity of the Senate. Perhaps that is the core of the topics, or the core of the conversations that we were having. And then, of course, I don't think everyone was satisfied as far as the chairmanships were concerned. Maraming factors. When you talk about the leadership of the Senate, there are many factors to consider.
So number one, the contractor issue with former Senate President CHICKA Escudero was one issue. Him receiving donations from a contractor mentioned by President Jr. But you're saying it's his leadership style as well. Hindi lang yun.
No. I'm not saying that. Each Senate president has its own leadership style. So I would not dwell or delve into that. No, you see, as a matter of fact, mas mabuti if I would not dwell into the specifics, because the transition was very smooth. I do not want to say anything that would diminish the way the leadership was run in the last in a year or so. Because Senator Escudero was elected way back, not just the election during the before the SONA of this Congress. He was the Senate President in the 19th Congress, in the third regular session of the 19th Congress. I'm sorry.
No, I understand, of course, because you wouldn't want to speak ill of the former Senate President. I understand that. Did you and CHICKA Escudero, were you able to speak with each other before the actual transition?
Yes, at around 1:30, I, together with my 4 colleagues, went to see him, and he was with Senator Joel Villanueva, and they were together, and we told him about the resolution, and I am not sure if he was aware. Joel was definitely aware, and some of the other members of the Senate were aware. The Senate President, Senator Escudero, did not seem he was aware until a few hours or an hour or so before that. No, he was not aware of it the day before or the night before. So when we arrived, he was very accommodating. It was just like the way we meet each other when we see each other, even before up to the present.
So he was caught by surprise.
It's my deduction. I'm not sure. It could be. He could have been caught by surprise.
Okay. Now, why do you believe Bam Aquino, Kiko Pangilinan, the Tulfos, why do you believe did they, in other words, leave Escudero and vote for you when they got the chairmanships that they wanted?
Perhaps it goes back to what I said earlier, that the Senate is under fire, and a change of leadership would perhaps give us a more balanced Senate, more independent, but never subservient, which was my style for 4.5 years under the Duterte presidency. Perhaps that is a very big factor. Also, way back after July 1st, we were talking already, even before July 1st. We've been working with BAM and Kiko for a long time. We know each other. And we were talking. We were talking about possibilities for the Senate and how the Senate should be run. Even before that, a long time ago. So it was easy to.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, go on. All right, you froze a little bit there, but I'll move the question. So, Tito Sen, you will be making changes. So, very briefly lang, there was Senator Ping Lacson takes over the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Is this correct? Okay,
Yes, no, we will be doing that later.
okay,
We will be electing him later. What we did yesterday was merely to declare the position of Senate President vacant, and
Yes.
they elected me as Senate President. And then same thing with the Senate President pro temp and the Committee on Rules, the chairman of the Committee on Rules, which automatically becomes the majority leader, or vice versa. So yun ang ano,
okay.
yun lang
Now,
muna.
did Senator Risa Ontiveros want the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee? Because interesting, when you open social media, there are netizens pitching, why not Senator Risa Ontiveros? I mean, not to take anything away from Senator Ping Lacson, of course, but was that a factor in the decision making?
I'm glad you asked that question
Yeah.
because I have a Twitter friend, Vincent, who asked me that last night. Who was asking that last night, and he was saying that it would be. Yes, indeed, we asked her. I think you'd better ask her why. We asked if she was interested, and she herself said, "No, I prefer Senator Lacson."
Well, interesting.
Senator Pia, Senator Risa, Senator Hontiveros herself prefers Senator Lacson as
Oh.
chair of the Blue Ribbon.
Okay, right. Okay, so I'll ask her that, but that's interesting. That's one. Kumbaga, nagparaya siya. She recognized his seniority and the work that Senator Lacson's been doing
Yes,
for years against the pork barrel, PDAF. Matindi naman ang track record ni Senator Lacson.
Yes. In fact, when we were discussing it, we were thinking of there were actually three names that we were talking about the possibility because it's a very, very crucial and very important committee. It is the most powerful committee. It's the only committee in the Senate under the rules of the Senate that can call a hearing motu proprio without a resolution, without a bill, without a privilege speech, whatever. That is how powerful the chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee is. So we were seriously considering Risa, Kiko, and Pia. Kaya ako nabanggit si Pia.
Oo.
Yeah. Pia Cayetano, Kiko Pangilinan, Francis Pangilinan, and Risa Ontiveros. We were discussing that sometime before yesterday, and most of them, especially Pia, said, especially Risa, said Senator Lacson would be definitely fit the bill, so to speak,
Okay.
because of his investigative prowess, his background, his experience.
Yeah.
Place somebody in a room and let Senator Lacson talk to him. I assure you, it happened to us before. We've seen him how he how he talks to someone to get the truth out of the person. It's a very good investigator, I assure you that, with his background. Now, there was even a question by some, hindi ba dapat ang Blue Ribbon chairman ay lawyer? Diba? Sabi nila yan, ha? That was a question way back in the even in the 8th Congress. In the 9th Congress, in 1990 to 1992, it was Tito Gingola who was chairman of Blue Ribbon. 1993 to 1995, it was, no, I'm sorry, 1992, somewhere thereabouts in 1992.
Okay. Oo.
It was Senator Maceda, or both lawyers, 1993 to 95, or 95 to 97, Sonny Alvarez. He was
Okay.
not a lawyer. And it was, I remember the debate. Somebody was saying, no, it was Senator Neptali Gonzalez, the Senate President, then said, there's nothing in the rules that says it has to be it
Lawyer.
depends on the capability of the person leading the committee, the Blue Ribbon. He
Oo.
said. So
Okay.
there's no such thing as a rule that dapat abogado yun. Yung abogado ko nga, hindi ka naman magaling mag-imbestiga. Di ba? So, useless.
Okay, so that's one. What about the very powerful Finance Committee? Will there be changes?
No, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian has joined the majority, and we all feel that he would be able to cope with the rigors of being chairman of the Committee on Finance.
No. What other changes are you seeing? What other committees? So BAM keeps education, Kiko keeps agriculture. Does Senator Risa Ontiveros, does she want another committee?
Yes, she's looking at being the chairperson of the Committee on Health.
Okay. Oh. Okay, sino ba ang health nung nakaraan? Pasensya na kayo, Tito Sen.
Senator Bongo.
All right. Okay. So most likely, definitely, it may go to Senator Risa because Bongo is in the minority. Nasa minority,
Yes.
no? Oo.
Yes. Oo.
Okay. I'm curious, with 15 to 16 votes supporting you, did your allies try to court the Duterte bloc or hindi nila sinubukan?
No, they did not.
Hindi na. Okay.
They did not.
Oo, so kumbaga they did not even try to ask Bongo, Marcos, hindi na.
Hindi, as a matter of fact, last night, I heard Bongo ba, and Bongo called me and said, if you asked me to sign, I would have signed it, he said.
I see. So why didn't they approach that block? Because there would be 5, no? Interesting yan kung 5 yun.
Better ask my colleagues and
Oo
not
nga,
me.
no? Very interesting kay Senator Ping Lacson. Pwede tanungin, why didn't you approach them? That would have been 5, right? Parang if you're looking for numbers, they did not even ask them. Okay, so any other changes, Tito Sen, that you're seeing?
We will be discussing it later, but there are possibilities of the Committee on Labor,
Okay.
because it is originally a preference of Senator Raffy Tulfo.
Yeah. Oo. Oo.
And I think the Committee on Tourism,
Yeah.
it might, I think if Senator Camille Villar is interested, or Senator Lito Lapid. The Committee on Public Order,
Okay.
which
Public
is
order.
presently chaired by Senator De La Rosa.
Oo. At
There are members of the Senate who are, the members of the majority who are interested, but nothing. This is not all written in stone at the moment, ano? Except perhaps for labor, because we discussed it yesterday. The rest was off the cuff.
Oo. Oo.
So we will be finalizing it later.
Oo. So just for the record, the 2 Cayetanos, the 2 Villars went with you. They're with the
No,
majority.
Alan Cayetano stayed with
Okay.
the now new minority. Yeah.
Oo.
And in all probability, she might be elected minority leader.
Oo, pwede. Kasi
Because
sinabi ni...
Cheese says he refuses to be minority leader. Even at the 1:30 meeting, he said, no, I'll stay in the minority. He said, but I do not want to be minority leader. I think it's a good decision also, because as I said, he would be in the best position to address all the allegations that are being heard at the Senate with their leadership. Yeah.
What about Senator Lauren Legarda? I mean, her years of experience, I mean, she had, I don't think she had a strong committee during
yes.
Escudero. What,
Yeah.
what,
She was only elected into the cultural arts.
Oo. So, anong gusto ni Senator Legarda?
I think it's the Committee on Defense. She's interested in the Committee on Defense.
Oo.
And maybe foreign relations. We'll talk about it later. But those are the possibilities. As I said, nothing of these except 1 or 2 are written in stone.
Oo. So it means kasi Senator Legarda was once Finance Committee Chair, hindi niya yun hiningi, hindi na niya gusto ngayon.
Hindi.
Well, number one, matrabaho din yun.
Yes, at saka we all trusted the capability of Sherwin.
Yeah, yeah.
He was doing fine, and we know for a fact. First of all, he's my party mate. Secondly, he knows what he's doing. He's a math wizard, and then he has our marching orders when we talk to him. We made sure that what happened in 2025 will never happen
Yeah.
again. With him as chairperson or chairman.
I'm curious quickly before I go to the budget. What about ways and means?
I don't even recall who is the present
Oo nga.
chairman at the moment.
Get this.
Unless you know, I cannot remember.
Yeah. Pero later, clearly, you're right.
And
One or two
no one has expressed preference. Okay. Right now it's Pia Cayetano.
Oh, okay. She probably keeps that.
And she's with us. If she wants to keep it, of
Yeah.
course she will keep it.
Okay. All right. Now let's move on to the budget, no? You and Senator Ping Lacson were quite vocal. You have criticized the budget openly. No, noon pa, scandalous. The words you use, scandalous, egregious. You've used those words, the worst, the most corrupt budget in history. What changes, Tito Sen, will you be instituting considering sinabi nila, the budget is 7,000 pages, 7 books. Ang daling mag-insert na hindi mo makikita.
We have done it before. Senator Lacson and Senator Sherwin were discussing this last night. And Senator Lacson is going to lend some of his eagle-eyed employees
Okay.
to Senator Gatchalian. And I am very confident that hindi tayo basta-basta mapapasokan ng kung mga minimal mga insertions na institutional amendments, we can allow that. But insertions after ratification, or especially after, or even after third reading, hindi pwede. It has happened before. Remember, I was Senate President.
Yeah.
The Speaker was GMA.
Yeah.
And in the 2019 budget, after we approved on third reading, we went into BICAM. Senator Legarda was chairman, and we went back to each after the disagreeing provisions were finished. We went back. We ratified our copy. The House ratified its copy. It must be a duplicate. All right. So the GMA signs it and sends it to me. On the way, something happened. Senator Lacson told me that there was a 75 billion insertion.
Yes.
I did not want to sign it.
Yes.
Because that was not what we ratified. So there was an investigation and all that, and I was ready for a reenacted budget. It was December, and all the way to January, I did not want to sign. Until finally we came to an agreement that the only way I will sign it is if I include in my annotation the 75 billion and where it is found.
Yeah.
So para sa Bingbo Midaldia, the executive secretary,
Yes.
guaranteed me that they will veto it. So in the history of the Philippines, from Manuel Quezon up to the present, there is only one budget passed, one GAA only, with the Senate President annotation. That was 2019. And that was my annotation and included the list. So what happened was para makita mo kung paano na-scrutinize it. So when we submitted it to also with the advice of Senator Trillo, we sent it back. We sent it to the president. And after a week, president calls me and tells me, Padre, binito ko ano niya, lahat ng listahan na binigay ko, sabi niya, binito ko yung 95, sabi niya. Sabi ko, ano 95? 75 lang yun, sabi niya. May nakita pa kami 20.
Oo.
Sabi niya,
Oo.
you see, so it can be scrutinized.
Yes, I think that's what
That
you're
is my
saying.
point. It can be scrutinized if you want to scrutinize
Yes.
it.
Oo. So, Congressman Toby Tiangco reviewed the 2025 budget. He found Oriental Mindoro a net of 2.5 billion na uwi sa 20 billion. Occidental Mindoro 1.5 billion na uwi sa 20 billion. So 13 billion pesos in insertions in one district, no? Ang tanong, sino ang dapat nakakita nun? Bakit napasa ang 2025 budget? Was it the Senate? Was it the Budget Secretary Mina Pangandaman? She's being criticized now. Bakit di niya nakita yon? Inikot-ikot yung budget ng iba't ibang ahensya. People are also saying, why did the President sign it? Right?
My question is, when was it inserted? Would you know? I don't know. No. Let us suppose it was inserted during
Sa small committee.
Sa BICAM? BICAM small committee?
Diba nagka-BICAM?
Oh.
And Toby Tiangco said, after the BICAM, yun yung tama, pero may small committee pa daw.
The small committee ang nag-finalize.
Daw.
Ratify nila.
This is his allegation, yeah.
Then it is an insertion, it is illegal. Definitely. There's no way they can say it was illegally done. And perhaps the executive department should look. The executive department will not know that.
I see.
It will be the Senate and the House, the chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, Committee on Finance, and perhaps the Senate President and the Speaker. Sila makakaalam nung kung may nangyaring ganun. Especially if it was done in the small committee. Posible hindi alam ng dalawang chairperson. Ngayon, the president would not have known that.
Okay.
Pagdating sa Senate, sa presidente niya, hindi naman diretso sa kanya, diretso kay IES yan eh. And there are a battery of people who will look into the submission. They will look in each department. Pagkatapos nun, kung naka-embed na yun doon, nasa DPWH na yun, pagbigay sa presidente para pirmahan niya, the president will not be signing all 6 books or 4 books. He will be signing one piece of paper to approve the GAA. So, I don't think kahit sino pa yung presidente, I don't think we can blame him or her for any of the insertions. It was yung pinanggalingan ang pwede nating i-blame dyan. And if they want to look at it, Congressman Toby Tiangco wants to find out more,